Please describe your team's project.
The original idea was to create a center where smaller, resource-poor New York State cultural and historic sites could bring materials to be digitized. The Docless cult would help these institutions digitize selected special collections. The sites would be better able to promote themselves, and the public and researchers would have better access to important historical materials.
Why did you want to do this project?
We felt that there was a need to fill. Many larger institutions already have their materials online, but smaller institutions can't do the same. Their collections, while usually smaller in size, are just as valuable and just as interesting as the collections of larger institutions. It would be a useful collaboration that could benefit the library, the historic sites, and the public.
What did you want your project to achieve?
There are already existing online collections of important digitized material from many institutions across the state, but we wanted to create a project that would allow smaller historic and cultural institutions to have just as much ability to make their collections available online. We wanted there to be a resource that these smaller institutions could turn to for assistance in digitizing their special collections. We also wanted to offer these smaller institutions a way for their materials to not only be accessed by a larger audience, but also preserved digitally. Paper documents only last so long, and it is important to be proactive in preserving materials so they can be used for years to come.
Did you succeed?
Not exactly. The center we had envisioned doesn't quite exist yet. The obstacles were too great for us to do what we wanted to do in the time we had and with the resources available to us. But that's not to say we didn't learn from the experience, the teamwork, the people we met in Utica. And we are hopeful that we can still accomplish something useful. We have succeeded in doing a demonstration project with the State Library collection. We can use this to show what the cult can do. Hopefully that will ease some of the barriers that arose between our vision and the clients we had hoped to serve.
What were your biggest successes and challenges?
Our biggest challenge was underestimating the obstacles that we faced. The State Library's resources are particularly strained, and to do what we wanted to do in our original concept, we were unable to use State Library staff and resources on state time. Realizing the organization, resources, and funding that was required was a valuable learning experience. When faced with that setback, we modified the project to digitize a State Library special collection. By doing work directly benefiting the State Library, we were able to justify the use of state resources to get the work done. And we were able to start doing the sort of work the cult was set out to do. We now have a product to demonstrate so that the institutions we're reaching out to can really see what we have to offer. We also face challenges when trying to use equipment at the State Library. 2 of our scanners produce an output of unacceptable quality. This forced us to scan on an older scanner from 2000, which produces great quality scans, but at a much slower speed. It was good that we opted for a test run in-house with State Library documents, because if this problem arose while handling other institutions' collections, it would have been embarrassing.
The benefit of hindsight, what would you change about the original project's concept?
The concept was okay. The problem was our incomplete understanding of the necessary resources and funding that we really needed to realize the concept. We probably could have been better prepared for our visit to Peebles Island. We didn't anticipate their concerns. Having a demonstration project ahead of time would have been helpful. We might have started earlier seeking grant funding. On the other hand, we did slightly change the project's original concept. That is, we've done an in-house digitization project, completely doable with existing resources, as a demonstration project for what the Docless cult can offer.
Do you think the project can be used by any library anywhere?
Yes, I think so, with the proper dedication of resources.
Do you want libraries to replicate this project, build on it, redo it from scratch?
Our original idea for this project was a way for libraries, particularly state libraries, to reach out to the larger community and do work that would benefit sister cultural institutions, the wider community, and their own librarian staff. It's an example of community organizing that libraries need to be involved with. It would be great for there to be a widespread use of libraries to digitize materials useful for research from non-library institutions. There are many different variations that a program like this could take.
What are the next steps for your project?
document and promote our work on the State Library's Thomas Cole Letters collection, which was our demonstration project, and to seek funding or state government willingness to support doing this work for outside institutions.
What were your top 3 resources?
Our team members ourselves were our top resources. Capital District Library Council staff and the special collections staff from the State Library who helped us select and process the Thomas Cole papers.